Did you know that women can't expect the same healthcare outcomes as men? On the Day of Action for Women's Health, we met to explore why this is the case and imagine a future where it's no longer true. Because you can't create the future you want without first imagining it.
I feel there needs to be an actual allocated Medicare rebate for specialist physiotherapy services.
I can go ahead. So we want a shift in mindset so that doctors are not intimidating.
Before this event, we did some research and found that there's a well-established, historic and systematic lack of research about female bodies in medicine. This has wide-reaching implications for how women presenting with illness can have their symptoms understood, interpreted and addressed.
It's not we're going to do it this way. It's about imagining it as the first step that we take.
That what you start to see is graduates coming onto the workforce feeling a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more ready to have those very potentially awkward or difficult or weighty conversations with people who have lived experience. Because I think we're all becoming more aware of vicarious trauma, and I think it would just be a wonderful way to be more responsive and responsible with our workforce as well as our people who lived in living experience.
These are there's an arrow between these two because we recognise that in anyone who's got any kind of chronic, ongoing kind of illness, there's often a process of ongoing treatment and management of symptoms. Studies estimate that women are diagnosed with a range of health conditions an average of 4 years later than men. There's even evidence to show a systematic propensity for women to receive an incorrect psychological diagnosis before doctors will seek out an organic cause. Inequity is always more pronounced in First Nations, Torres Strait and Strait Islander Aboriginal communities, and it's a good thing for us to be keeping in mind when we think about inequity, that we're thinking about the different intersections.
I'd love it if healthcare provided, knew both women and male sort of symptoms.
I think definitely more funding needs to go in towards women's contraception, and that the options that are for women are not so harsh on our bodies. There's more options that have less to no hormones in them for us. I think that would be a really good outcome.
2/3 of women report experiencing healthcare-related gender bias or discrimination. Women are less likely to have their symptoms listened to and believed. And while the impact of not being believed has a substantial impact on individual people, we can't help but wonder about the wider reaching impacts on society, workplaces, and the economy.